Yeah, welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Hello, and welcome to the open book. Now, yesterday, y'all, I just made a post that stated, "'Tis the season to be sued," because we've heard of a number of recent lawsuits. Tyler Perry, Diddy, Shannon Sharp. Well, today we have a new lawsuit. And guess what? It is against none other than Fat Joe. Now, Fat Joe's former hype man, Terrence T.A. Dixon, has filed a lawsuit in a federal court against the rapper on today. Today's supposed to be Juneteenth, the day of freedom, and we're filing lawsuits. Oh my goodness. Now, Dixon is alleging that his former boss, whose real name is Joseph Antonio Cartagena, I hope I said that right. Okay, y'all know Fat Joe, is basically he engaged in coercive labor exploitation, financial fraud, sexual manipulation, violent intimidation, and psychological coercion. He also added that the hip hop star behind chart toppers like "What's Love Got to Do with It." He got rich and famous while he and his associates deliberately suppressed, silenced, and erased Dixon's substantial creative, artistic, and commercial contributions, which were foundational to Fat Joe's professional success and personal brand. He is seeking up to $20 million in damages. The complaint filed in U.S. District Court, Southern District of New York, contains so many disturbing claims about Fat Joe's alleged sexual relations with women, y'all, including minors, that it contains a trigger warning on the first page of the 157-page document. Now, for 16 years, T.A. Dixon served as Fat Joe's so-called hype man, okay? A common figure in hip-hop who supports the artist by energizing the crowd. Y'all seen them on the stage with the extra microphones. Okay, he also contributed as a lyricist and background vocalist on such hits as "Congratulations," "Ice Cream," and "Money Over Inches." According to the complaint, he had an unrivaled vantage point to observe the rapper's offstage lifestyle and behavior. Okay, now he is being represented by Tyrone Blackburn, who is also the lead counsel in a high-profile case against Sean Diddy Combs. In February 2024, Blackburn filed a lawsuit on behalf of a Diddy accuser, Lil Rodney, y'all probably remember that, alleging sexual assault, sexual harassment, and failure to pay his underling. 1 month later, Department of Homeland Security agents conducted raids at Combs' mansions in Los Angeles and Miami. Dixon also stated in this complaint that Fat Joe forced him into humiliating situations, including sex acts performed under duress and surveillance, accompanied by threats of abandonment in foreign countries if he refused compliance. Now, Dixon stated in this lawsuit that he was coerced into more than 4,000 sexual acts to maintain his standing within the enterprise. But this is also shocking, y'all. The suit claims that Dixon personally witnessed Fat Joe engaging in sexual relations with children who were 15 and 16 years old, and lists three such Jane Does, including a 16-year-old Dominican girl in New York, who, in exchange for cash, clothing, and payment of her cell phone bill, would perform oral sex and other sexual acts on the rapper. Minor Doe 2 is a Caucasian female and not a United States citizen. Fat Joe began having sexual relations with Minor Doe 2 when she was 15 years old after a concert overseas. Defendant flew Minor Doe 2 to New York City and Miami, Florida on multiple occasions. Due to Minor Doe 2's body being adolescent and not fully formed, Fat Joe paid for her to get, allegedly, to get a Brazilian butt lift. Minor Doe 2 eventually left defendant and is now married to a professional athlete, the complaint says. Oh my goodness, well, who is the professional athlete? We want to know. Minor Doe 3 is a Latina female who met Fat Joe when she was 15 years old, turning 16. According to Dixon, Fat Joe was in love with Minor Doe 3. He even contemplated leaving his wife. Wow. The defendant paid all Minor Doe 3's bills and even took her overseas to his tour stops. He brought her to Florida and would put her up in a condo he rented a few blocks from his house with his wife. Oh my good Fat Joe! Allegedly. In a recorded conversation, Minor Doe 3 and her 15-year-old cousin describe in detail to the plaintiff TA how inappropriate it was for Fat Joe, who was in his late 30s at the time, to be fawning over children. Defendants in the suit also include Pistol Pete Torres and Richard Rich player Just Petrie, who the complaint refers to as key associates in Fat Joe's criminal enterprise, asserting the civil claims for violations of the Trafficking Victims Protection Act and, here we go, the Racketeer, Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, better known as Rico. Okay, here we go with that Rico again. So this suit also, y'all, names Jay-Z's Rock Nation, claiming that the company, which represents Fat Joe, knowingly participated in concealing, transferring, and manipulating Dixon's authorship rights and royalty interests, and sought to intimidate, harass, and obstruct the hype man's legitimate claims against Fat Joe, Torres, and Jaspitre. I hope I'm saying his name right. According to the lawsuit, the defendants engaged in deliberate tax fraud schemes in an effort to conceal their extensive wage theft, artificially inflate Dixon's tax liabilities, expose him to unwarranted tax audits and penalties, and systematically obscure the exploited labor. The complaint cites a whistleblower accountant who came forward last year, as well as recorded phone calls that help paint the picture of the alleged misdeeds. Okay, now this move pretty much comes after Fat Joe sued Dixon in April for slandering him on social media by claiming that the Bronx-born rapper, who enjoys high-level political connections, flew a 16-year-old girl across state lines for sex. That suit also named Dixon's lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, claiming the pair tried to shake him down for a settlement. Y'all, this shakedown, we keep hearing this over and over. We're hearing it with Tyler Perry. We're hearing it with Shannon Sharp. Now we are hearing it with Fat Joe. Everything's a shakedown. Okay, that's the word of the day, I guess. This is the right to fight, the right way to fight Joe through the system. You can't fight him no other way, Dixon tells Variety in an exclusive interview. Joe thinks he is God. Joe thinks he's untouchable. Okay? Now, Dixon's suit against Fat Joe goes much further than his social media posts and states that he endured a wide spectrum of sexual coercion, psychological control, forced exhibitionism, and surveillance based humiliation, including being compelled to perform sex acts under observation, being filmed or directed by Fat Joe. What is it with all these producers trying to direct sex acts, okay, in the presence of others? Tactics designed to control Dixon's body, erode his autonomy, and to ensure his silence. It also adds that these sex based abuses were not private, incidental, or isolated. They were integral to the enterprise's culture of dominance and humiliation enforced by Fat Joe's associates such as Pistol Pete, JB, and others, and sustained across numerous tour locations, including Miami, North Carolina, Germany, Spain, and Wisconsin. Okay, Fat Joe is represented. Oh Lord, I'm thinking representative. Represented by celebrity criminal attorney Joe Tacopina, who has defended everyone from ASAP Rocky and Donald Trump in high-profile cases. Ooh, woo. Okay, y'all. This is a lot. Okay? This is a lot. I don't know where this is headed. If we're going to have another trial similar to Diddy's, okay? Because this is a high-profile case, and it involves some alleged Rico as well, on top of all kind of, oh my goodness, this is like part 2 of the Diddy situation. What do y'all think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is so shocking on Juneteenth. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Please hit the like button, also subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.